Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello, Ricky.
How are you?
Well,
That's good. What are some of the things people would see about me that will make them think I'm unworthwhile?
the strap that goes around your glasses.
Yeah? Okay. I thought I was cool.
No.
Oh, okay. What else? I want at least 5 things.
What was the question again?
What are things that people who got to know me a little but not enough to see my value would make them think I'm not worthwhile?
No 9-to-5 job.
Yeah. What about how I say "f" instead of "f"?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah. And I type with 2 fingers. I'm a pecker. So you wouldn't think I'm much of an IT guru, would you? You think, oh, this bloke's in the Stone Age.
Also, another thing, you chew a lot of nicotine. Like, that looks really like...
Like I'm obsessive or something.
No, well, probably. Yeah, something like that. Like, you need that nicotine to be okay.
Yeah, but that's all true. I'm obsessive and I need that nicotine to be okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of...
You got one there.
Oh, good work, but nothing worse than having one on the table and opening a freshie. And then you got to go, I've got to remember that that's there. It's difficult. How many did we do?
About 7.
Think about 2 more. What
What
about the way I dress?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What are some of the indicators?
Your
that
shoes.
My shoes.
You've got poor taste in shoes, or maybe just your poor, I don't know.
You don't like my basketball shorts and cotton shirt look, do you? Oh no, it's my what's that polyester shirt look, the shiny shirt.
No,
Where I'm in the sort of...
It's like a...
It's like the sports look on a fat guy.
Yeah. It's like, who are you kidding? You didn't come out of a gym just then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm still in the gear I wore when I was going to school.
Yeah.
When I was a bit sporty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually played basketball, so that's why you'd wear basketball shorts.
Yeah. And I wear the baseball cap / basketball cap. And I can't handle these young fellas with their flat brim. It's even like old people do it. It's like, don't give me the flat brim bullshit, because there's some hats you can buy which are meant to be flat brim. They like don't curve. And there's other ones that are meant to be curved and have a bit of curve. But I don't see myself as a person who's into fashion, but I'm definitely like, oh, that bloke's got a flat brim, I won't talk to him.
I'd talk to him, but I wouldn't talk to him if he still had the sticker on his coat.
Okay, that's a big giveaway. You're into extreme sports, aren't you? Oh, that means you don't care about safety. You're dangerous. So, what are some of the giveaways that tell people that not to give you a chance? Do you think? Do you want me to say?
If you like, I'm
I think if you're a gronk, you think, oh, this girl thinks she's all that. Not because you're all that, but because you talk proper and you're nice and you're not disrespectful and you don't gossip. It's like,
she
fuck
must
this
be so
bitch.
pious.
Yeah.
So does that come across like I'm up myself?
No, I'm saying to someone who's come from a lower level of society like myself,
Yeah.
a bit of a gronk-ish sort of person.
Yeah.
That's what I'd imagine.
But you didn't think that when you met me?
Yeah. No, I didn't think that.
Yeah.
I thought... I looked at the girls that were in my life and looked at you, and because I was in a phase where I could sort of like, I was, thinking and reflecting, I sort of thought, this is the better value girl. This is the real deal, not the troublesomes.
Yeah.
Not that you haven't been a hell of a lot of trouble.
Oh.
Trouble with a capital R. Oh, wait a second. It starts with T, doesn't it? I always get those two mixed up. I'm thinking Barney Rubble. You know how it is.
Yeah.
What else? What else would turn people off? Oh, if they're racist, they wouldn't like you because you've got some Asian appearances about you. That'd be a big turn off if you're a racist, or if you just weren't used to being around Asian people. That might make them hesitant. If they were Asian and they couldn't talk English, you were like, "Oppie da dopey dopey." In Australian, they'd be like, "Oh, fuck that. We're the real deal." And then they go all Yakuza on you. Stop it there.
Oh, I can think of other things.
What you tell me?
A bit pudgy.
Bit pudgy? Yeah, oh, you're not,
Thin.
yeah, you're not a skinny bitch. Oh, she can't roll with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do makeup.
Do you reckon if you maintain your skinniness from your teen years, you would be a skinny bitch, or do you think you'd be nice?
Well, I was nice when I was a teen.
Yeah. Okay. So you weren't a bitch.
No.
Okay. Little bitch.
No, but I can imagine if I was older and still skinny,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't be as funny.
You'd be more judgmental. You'd
Yeah.
rely on your looks, would you?
Yeah, for sure.
You'd be like, I'm better than you because my weight is less. I weigh less than you. That makes me better.
No, but if I always was skinny, if I never had an episode of fatness,
Yeah.
then I wouldn't understand it.
Don't call it an episode, Liz. It's a phase. It's not a phase. It's a transition.
I know, but I'm saying if I was always skinny and I never was once fat,
Yeah.
then
But
I
you're not
would-
fat.
Oh, just let me finish.
All right. Yeah. Go on.
Then I wouldn't. I would think that it's just easy to be skinny.
Yeah.
And I would think that anyone that's
Yeah.
not skinny is just lazy.
Yeah. That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
They don't realise all the factors that go into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So-
that person decided. That person decided not to get off the lounge and to gain weight, and they didn't care about their appearance or their looks, and they didn't care about their health, and that's why they're fat. And that's why I discredit them and don't give them as much love as I'd give a person who was more slender like myself.
Yeah. That's a bit of a generalisation, but yes. But I think medication has a lot to do with my weight.
Yeah, same with me.
But like obviously, like since then it's become a lifestyle chronic thing.
Yeah.
It started off because of medication.
Yeah.
When you were first prescribed medication,
Yeah.
did you fight against it?
Nah.
You were just like, give me the medication.
Yeah. There was times where I thought, where I thought maybe I'd be better off it, but I was never one of these ones where they had to strap me down to give me medication.
But did you ever try and get off of it? Like, did you say to your doctor, okay, I think I'm ready to come off my medication?
Oh, it's been 20 or so years, Bob.
You can't remember?
It's been 22 years. I don't think I ever did. If I did it, I wouldn't have consulted my doctor. I would have just went off it and then realised, oh, wait a sec, I'm not well.
Yeah.
But the thing is, for the first 10 years of being medicated, I wasn't fully medicated. I thought I was medicated because I was a bit better, but I was still experiencing symptoms.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't realise once I switched medication how much better I could be.
Yeah.
And that's when I started turning my life around. It was more than just medication, but
Yeah.
that was a big part of it, getting on the right medication. Because you can think this is as good as it gets,
Yeah.
and think you're okay, but then when you get even more clarity, you realise, oh, there's better than that.
And also some medications treat the positive symptoms and some medications treat the negative symptoms, or some medications treat both.
Yeah.
Like as in, you know what I mean by that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably don't, but I'm not about to explain it. Because I'd get it wrong, probably.
Well, positive symptoms are the things that add on.
Mm.
They're the symptoms that add on, and the
Yeah,
negative
positive
symptoms are the
sounds
ones-
good,
Yeah,
but
but it's not. It's the things that
It's
add
like
on.
hallucinations and hearing voices and what else?
We'll just think of any symptoms, like, and I'll classify them.
Paranoia, is that add-on?
Yeah, is that on?
Yeah.
So that's a positive symptom.
We're talking about schizophrenia here. I've got schizophrenia. But a mild form that doesn't make me kill people. No, that's what people assume. No schizophrenics kill people. It's ridiculous. We're more scared. We're like snakes. We're more scared of you.
And like, an example of a negative symptom is something that's taken away.
Yeah, like you're not emotive, or you don't move, or got expression, or you can't feel or be happy,
or poor brain.
Yeah, like word salad.
Yeah.
Muddied words and not being able to have coherent thoughts or sentences. Yeah.
Anyway, so
there'd probably be 2 or 3 more things that we've forgotten, so we'll put a pin in it and we'll edit it up later.
When I was prescribed medication, I really wanted to fight against it because I thought medication was. There was a few things I didn't like about medication. I thought it was for life.
Yeah.
I thought that it meant that I was crazy if I was on medication. I thought that if I was prescribed a certain medication that was prescribed for something in particular, then that meant I was diagnosed with that rather than what I was diagnosed with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I was prescribed with an antipsychotic, I thought that meant, the doctor secretly thinks I've got psychosis, and I don't.
Or that you're psychotic, which has the idea of being psychotic has negative connotations as seeing you're dangerous.
Yeah. So there was reasons I didn't want it. Anyway, I would always negotiate with my psychiatrist with my medication levels, and I was always what I would say was compliant. But I remember hearing or seeing some written material about me that said that I was non-compliant, medication non-compliant, and that was because I had negotiated with my psychiatrist to reduce the medication.
Yeah.
But
no one else got the memo.
Well, it looked like I was non-compliant because I had reduced the medication, but it wasn't perceived that the doctor had authorised that. Okay. So I just looked like, she's not taking the medication anymore, but it's not a compliance issue.
No.
It's just that was the wrong move by the psychiatrist by suggesting that we go down, and I kind of encouraged you to do that.
That's like when I got on my new medication and we're working it out back when, just before we met, when we first met, they put me on the new medication, and then we're working things out. And the doctor said to me, if you get some of your symptoms, you can have a tablet of Zyprexa.
Yeah.
And then I had a caseworker that kept razzing me about it, saying, stop mixing and matching. You can't mix and match. It's dangerous, and you got to do what the doctor says. And I'm like, no, that's what the psychiatrist told me. And she's like, no, you're mixing and matching. It was just a power thing. Like, no, you're doing it wrong because you're a sick person, so you got to be doing it wrong.
I would have looked at her square in the eye and said, it's PRN.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's a bit cocky saying that.
Exactly, but it's cocky what she's saying to you.
No, I mean cocky on camera because no one else knows what PRN means unless they're in your profession.
PRN means...
Personal responsibility negotiated.
PRN means taken when necessary. It's like a Latin word or something.
Yeah. Parepso Regonus Nefole. Look it up.
Anyway, I was going to say something about that. There was some times where I was medication non-compliant, and that was because I'd been labelled as non-compliant. I thought, well, if I'm going to be labelled as non-compliant, I might as well just... If I'm going to be labelled, why not? It's kind of like, you're going to be told you're the bad kid, then you might as well, if you're going to have a reputation of a bad kid, you might as well at least be the bad kid.
Yeah.
Get the perks of it.
Yeah. I think that for me, I understand that, like, when you're sick and they ask you to go on medication, they think you're not going to be yourself. But really, they're making you, unless it's the wrong medication, it just makes you more yourself because it inhibits that excess flow of dopamine or whatever the problem is chemically in your brain. so you can be actually yourself. So people think, oh, I'm taking medication, so I'm not the person who I'm meant to be or my real self. But really, you're that person. You're just not that sick version of yourself.
Yeah.
That happens naturally because things get out of whack, or
Yeah.
there's a imbalance there.
Yeah. But that's best case scenario, which is an abnormality. Like, not an abnormality, it doesn't always happen. Like,
Yeah.
it's a long road to getting the right medication.
If you ever do.
Like, until you get that, you usually, as my psychiatrist puts it, zombified.
Yeah, okay.
You're so clouded over.
Yeah, and
so
that'd want you
stunted.
to get over it. But when they first put you on medication, they put you on very high doses, didn't
Oh, well, they crept it up because I needed it.
they? Okay.
It wasn't just bad.
Yeah. It was, because Zyprexa makes you put on a weight straight away. Like, I was a skinny young lad, I was too skinny. Everyone used to say I was bloody malnourished, or either, what's it called, when you try and lose weight on purpose? Anorexic or something. But I was just skinny. I was just a real skinny kid.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have that motivation to eat as much as I probably needed to.
Yeah.
That and we were poor and living off potatoes. What was I talking about?
You were talking about Zyprexa, the antipsychotic.
Oh yeah, so yeah, as soon as I went on that, my belly popped out, and then the rest of me started blowing up, and there was nothing I could do about it. Like,
Yeah.
that's it. And once you put on the weight, people think, you know, it's about discipline. Sure, if I dedicated myself to losing the weight, but the thing is, in life you juggle a lot of balls,
Yeah.
and I'd have to drop some of those balls
Yeah.
to focus heavily on that. And then my mind naturally is directed towards something else, because that's what I think about all the time. If I thought about exercise all the time, I'm sure, but I just can't keep on track. There's a multitude of reasons why people can't just drop the weight. I still have an idea that I'm going to do it one day, but it's difficult. You've dropped a few kilos lately, haven't you? You've done a lot of walking lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've walked every day this year except in rain.
Yeah. That's really good. Yeah. Are you happy with the results, or do you have to step it up?
No, I'm not happy with the results. I've gained weight again. It's yo-yoed, even though I'm still walking, because my body's gotten used to that amount of walking. And
Yeah.
it's like, you need to step this up, but I'm not
Yeah.
stepping it up.
That's another thing about weight. Your body acclimatises
Yeah.
to it, and it says, this is the weight I want to be.
That's right.
So it fights for it.
Yeah.
So you got chemicals that make you hungry, and chemicals that, you know, like ghrelin or whatever in your gut, whatever that does, that makes you hungry. And like, your body wants, if it's losing energy instead of gaining energy, it wants to gain that back.
Yeah.
And it kicks in your hunger system. And these skinny people don't get that. That you get, it's not a level playing field where we're both on the same both on the same footing, and it's up to the fat person to do what you do.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's not equal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing I don't like is, back to the medication thing, is people see you eating all this food and they're like, well, that's the problem. It's not the medication, it's that you're eating all this food. But
Yeah.
they don't recognise the fact that that medication triggers a response in your body to go, I need carbs, sugars and fats. And I need it now. Like, tenfold. Like,
Yeah, and you can fight it sometimes, but sooner or later, your willpower, people don't just have constant willpower.
Yeah.
It's got to either be easy, like it is for some people,
Yeah.
or you're gonna slip. You know what I mean?
Well, the other thing is that you're taking the medication for a reason, so your mental health isn't great, so that's going to flow on effect for your physical health.
Yeah. How you're supposed to get your do that extra work on top of what you're doing now to get by when you're probably not coping as well as you could be, if you just sort of, if you're still in that phase of mental illness where you haven't learned how to manage it. Yeah. Do you say you handle your mental illness good?
These days, yeah.
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 Was it always like that, do you think?
No.
When do you think that changed?
When I got a full-time job,
Yeah.
which also crossed over with when I got married to you, because I got
Yeah.
my full-time job the month before
So it's more when I came into your life and
Yeah.
levelled you out. But the
No.
job.
No, I'll explain. I'll qualify that.
Okay.
Because when you have a full-time job, you have to go to sleep early, you have to wake up, you have to have a set routine where you have to stay awake during the day, you don't sleep until 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like, there was times where I'd think, oh, I feel like having a nap, but you're at work, so you can't.
Yeah. Unless you got my work ethic, then you go, cover for me. And then go in the snack room. Do they have snack rooms at jobs?
They have tea rooms.
Tea rooms.
Yeah.
Fancy names for snack rooms, if you ask me. What were you going to say?
So, like, it was just not the work that I was doing, but the fact that I had to be doing rhythms.
Had
in
to
my
manage
life,
it to keep up.
routines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Do you like our routine at the moment?
Love it.
Love it. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 mental health ex-patients. We don't get managed by anyone, do we?
Yeah.
We still take our medication, but you see a psychiatrist. I'm supposed to see a psychiatrist.
Oh, I don't really see a psychiatrist. I was going to say our GP.
Oh yeah. We get on our health. Like, that's the reason why we are so good.
Yeah.
We keep up with it. We take the advice.
Yeah.
We know when the advice is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we learn about our stuff and what we need to know, and we're still not in the game like other people are who are high functioning people.
No.
But we do pretty well for a couple of people who
I've got serious mental health disorders.
Yeah. We do really well. Especially for your looks and all that. Like, a lot of people, when they get sick, they can really just not be... what are we talking about? How many dollars worth of chips?
Yeah, you're in trouble.
That's what I was going to ask you. Let me just crank up the old Chrome book. If you were to order a serving of hot chips for yourself, how many dollars worth would you order?
For lunch?
Let's say lunch.
$6.
$6 for yourself.
Just in case.
Yeah. You don't mind throwing out a few chips?
I wouldn't get $4 worth.
I was thinking $4.
$4?
Yeah, $4.
A cup?
No, we're not talking about those places where you get $4 for a cup. I'm talking about a paper.
Yeah, I know, but if you think about it, it's got to be $6.
$6.
$4? No, because they even at fish and chip shops.
The two of us are fed on $9 or $8.
Yeah, but I was so exactly.
We've got $6 between us in chips, or is that, or the inflation's gotten the best of that lately?
I don't know, but I wouldn't go anything less than $5.
Yeah.
Especially
if you want to be
chicken
fair,
salt surcharge.
yeah,
then
you
you've
get
got no
$6,
chance.
and then if you pay an extra $1 or $1.50 for gravy,
you just go with it.
go without gravy.
It's like when we go get a steak.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll have a pepper rivisoli sauce, and I'm like, no gravy.
Yeah, no, my trick is to buy the normal gravy because it's $1 instead of $2, and then I put pepper on it. Oh, pepper gravy.
The white pepper that's on the table.
Yeah. But I do like mushroom sauce and pepper sauce. It's got to be the best, hasn't it? If you get it at a pub.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Oh, there's also what is it? Like, if you really want to go all out.
Yeah.
The garlic.
You like the garlic. Yeah, but that's got additional, like, if it was seafood, I'd go the garlic.
No, but like a steak with garlic prawn sauce.
Yeah, but then you're talking about a surf and turf. That's a different. That's
Yeah.
a different.
I think you'll find that
thing
in
on the
fancy
menu.
restaurants they still have
Prawns.
garlic prawn.
Do they call it a surf and turf, or do they call it a fleur de
Okay,
lis
you're
or
probably right. I'll leave it at that.
something?
I'll
Okay.
let it. I'm not going to admit when
Let
I'm
it
wrong.
bubble. Yeah. All right.
Yep. I love a
Yeah.
Bernaise.
A Bernaise.
I
That's
mean, not a Bernaise, a Hollandaise. Sorry.
Hollandaise.
What is a
yeah.
Bernaise?
Bernaise is like a hollandaise, but it's more burnt.
Yeah. Well, I like a Hollandaise.
Yeah, that's egg based, isn't it? It's very egg based.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but the idea of it, I don't like.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Eggs Benedict. That's poached eggs with Hollandaise, isn't it?
probably. Or eggs Benedict Arnold, which is poached eggs with hollandaise with a picture of Benedict Arnold on your table. There you are. That's what they need to serve. That's what people come in for.
I don't like when you go to a restaurant
Yeah.
and they're really cool restaurants and they've got like, rather than calling it like steak,
Yeah.
a rump steak, they call it like a cool name for the steak.
Yeah.
And then you like, when you say to the waiter, can I have summer... I can't even think of an example, to be honest, but do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't go to that many fancy restaurants.
Oh, that's
should know
right.
that.
You go to KFC
It's
Hungry
it's
Jack's.
Macca's, KFC, Hungry Jack's, and then the odd pub meal.
Yeah.
That's about as far up there. Although I have been to 185 or whatever it's called, 138 or whatever, where I bought that lobster. That's about the fanciest meal I've had.
Yeah.
I don't trust fine dining.
I love it.
Do you?
Yeah.
You picked the wrong guy. I don't have the cash or the taste.
Oh, I don't like fine dining, but like if I was to have a breakfast, I'd rather go out to a cafe than to HJ's or Happy Jack's.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's too hit and miss. Probably get real crunchy toast and
You know what I
sloppy
really...
eggs.
The,
Some people love that.
the bakery...
Some?
The bakery is underrated thing, isn't it? Like you don't see many people say, let's meet up at the bakery.
Don't they? I think it depends what crowd you hang around.
Oh, okay.
No, you're probably right, but it's because of that coffee cafe culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But bakeries were more places you come to buy stuff and then go.
Yeah.
Back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
Now they're like cafes in themselves.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. They're doing the multi-dimensional thing.
If you went to a bakery right now, what would you order?
Oh, jeez, that's tricky. Curry pie or a pepper steak or a cheese and bacon pie with potato on it, or a curry pie with potato and cheese. I've never actually had one of them, but if you're a bakery owner and you want to make something special, curry pie, layer of cheese, potato on top. Oh yeah.
See, like an example of that, instead of calling it what you just called it, in a cool cafe, that would be called like a shepherd's crook ringer. It would be. It would be. Can I just get a shepherd's crook ringer, thanks? Or they'd be calling it a SCR, covered SCR.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not up with the cool kids. I don't even like going into places where cool people are. I'm like, oh, this is where people who care about their image hang out. I can't win in this fucking crowd.
Have you ever been to a shop that you've intended on buying something, but the store person has put you off because they don't think of you well enough that you would be well off enough to buy there? Has that happened to you, or you've just always not been well off enough so it's true?
That's a good one. Didn't that happen more to women?
Yeah, I think it must.
Yeah,
The whole
I think
pretty woman.
men get a pass then.
Alright, the whole
Yeah.
pretty woman skit thing. It happened to me.
Yeah,
I was wanting to buy a jade bangle when I was overseas.
yeah.
And I went to this place in Hong Kong, and it was an expensive shop. Like, it was a jeweler,
Yeah,
and because I was just wearing like a t-shirt, and I was a bit sweaty.
Yeah.
I was young, had a bad haircut, no makeup. She was like pointing me towards another direction of the shop, like. But I had all intentions of buying a jade bangle. I had the money for it. I had my full-time job. I was ready for it.
Oh, we left that air conditioner on. We've got a shh in the background. We're going to turn that off.
Yeah.
Sorry to break up your jade bangle story. I should have waited until you were finished talking. I'm getting a bit hot in this jacket, but then I'll ruin continuity by taking my jacket off.
Anyway, so I left there without the jade bangle. She left with feeling good about herself, but she lost a big sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teach her a lesson.
Well, I didn't then walk back and go, big mistake. Big mistake.
Yeah, I still, like, when I went to buy my Cuba and I was in my, like, t-shirt and basketball shorts, I thought, are these guys going to treat me decently?
Yeah.
Or do I need to be in, like, cream strides and a check shirt or something?
Yeah.
But they were good.
Yeah.
Just an idea that, I don't really belong here.
So speaking of belong, I love the concept that Brene Brown talks about of fitting in versus belonging. I always go back to that.
Yeah.
Where belonging is...
Oh, sorry, I meant to say. What's that about, Liz? You're just like, no feedback there. Go on.
Well, fitting in is where you have to change yourself to fit in with the people that you want to associate.
Yeah.
And belonging is that you are yourself.
Accepted for who you are.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm going to take my shirt off and ruin continuity.
Your jacket off or your shirt?
My jacket.
Because that would ruin more than continuity.
That'll ruin people's day, you reckon?
Beards are a funny thing.
Why are they funny? Because I've got one. Are you saying I'm funny? Are you saying I look weird?
No.
Okay.
Beards, like, really change someone's appearance.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever seen someone that's always had a beard for like 40 years of their life and then they shave it off?
And you're like, ah!
Just like a limb has been cut off their body.
Yeah.
And you look entirely different without a beard and with a beard.
Yeah, it looks like I've got a chin almost. Like it's still too short, but it almost looks like it looks like I've got enough testosterone. Looks like when I was in the womb, my mum had enough testosterone for me to have a decent sized chin, or I chewed enough hard food when I was younger. Yeah, beards. Do you like my beard? I used to like it until I saw the camera on me. Now it feels like I've got a handlebar because the white thing cuts out that bit, and then the reddish brown bit's like a big handlebar, mate.
No, until you made me see that. Now I can't unsee that. But until then, I thought it was a very distinguished beard.
Yeah. Do you reckon I'll look like Santa once it's all grey?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Got myself a job. Brilliant. You go.
I don't like
No, you first.
I don't like the short shaven look. Like as in not shaven but not a beard, but like that you have to shave every day to get that look thing.
Oh, the stubble.
Yeah.
You don't. What about when I clip mine? Is that too short?
No, but like you know how the manicured look to pretend like you didn't care, but you really went to a lot of effort to do it.
Or maybe they didn't care.
Oh, okay. Well, then I like it. I like it a lot.
So you like the stubbled look? You just don't like they put in the effort?
Yeah.
They might put in the effort, I don't know. If you've got really dark hair, the stubble looks good. Or even when you're not shaving, you've got that grey, like it's all grey. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know what you mean.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you went one man of Movember?
Yeah. But I cheated because I didn't grow like a mustache for Movember.
No.
I just grew my beard even before that.
Yeah.
And all I did was shave off this bit and shave off all this bit and just had a big handlebar. Oh,
Yeah.
and this bit. I
Yeah.
shaved off this
Yeah.
bit and had the big handlebar going on.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't tell people about my wins were not real wins. I'm a sad.
But then you donated your prize to someone else, so that's fair.
I don't get what you mean. I think I need to sleep for 2 minutes. Why am I so nega? Because I'm thinking I'm being judged even though we haven't even put out the videos. Or I say stupid shit and I think, that's stupid shit. Do you ever say something and think, that was stupid?
All the time.
Yeah? Have you said anything on video in the last 5 minutes that you think, geez, I wish I didn't say that word?
Oh, words. Oh, I thought that you meant whole concepts.
Yeah, anything. Like
Yeah,
words.
for sure.
Sentences,
Yeah.
Watching these videos back, the problem I have is I see that I haven't said something, like my logic has been off when I've talked.
Yeah.
And I haven't explained something quite right,
Yeah.
or I haven't added a dimension that was worth talking about.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about when you prep something and you write it all up, but then it's all scripted and you're all like, 9 news, 3 dead in a car accident.
Okay.
What were we talking about before I derailed everything?
Beards. Man of November. Lots of things.
Lots of things. I want to talk about the name of our show.
Yeah.
So originally, what did we call it?
Deep and meaningful.
Deep and meaningful. But we've got a problem because I am not very
Deep nor meaningful.
meaningful.
Yeah.
I think I'm deep, but I'm not very meaningful. I
Yeah.
make light of stuff. So it wasn't really right, was it? And sometimes I get awkward when I'm getting too deep about myself and I don't want to go that other level on camera.
Yeah.
Where, you know, I don't mind crying every night by myself, but not in front of you guys. So what's our new name of our show, Liz? Tell the people.
Life goes online.
Life Goes Online. And we did a bit of a brainstorm and come up with about how many names would have been on the list?
About 80.
80. Was there that many on there?
Yeah.
So we would have said another 30 on top of that weren't written down. Or
Yeah.
you mean we figured out 80 and then you made a list of 30?
I mean, in all our brainstorm, we came up with 80, but I only wrote down about 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Can I say what one I really liked?
yeah, go. Brown nose.
Brown nose. How amazing is that? Our last name is Brown
Yeah.
with an E, and nose, not as in nose, but nose as in
K
nose.
K-N-O-W. It's very clever,
Brown nose.
but it sounds a bit. I don't like how it's like the idea of brown nose is negative connotations. If you're a brown noser, it's
yeah,
like,
of course it is. But,
you're sucking up.
But it's written the other way, so it's completely opposite.
Yeah, I don't know.
Brown nose.
The reason why we used Life Goes Online and not Brown Nose, which was Liz's idea, Life Goes Online was my idea, so that's why we chose. No,
Pretty much.
I used Life Goes Online for a website years ago. I had lifegoesonline.com when we first met and moved into our house. I made a website called lifegoesonline.com.
Yeah.
And then that lapsed and I deregistered the domain name. And then you said, what domains have we got? Because we've got about 30, 40 domains between us because I do web development stuff. And I said, well, these are the ones we're not using and none of them were quite right. And then I remembered this old one that I had before that I didn't have anymore, Life Goes Online. And I thought, I like that. That's got a good ring to it. And plus it's got history and it's like life goes on, like when things are hard and life goes on, it gets better. And the line bit, well, we're coming to you from the internet, and we're also mainly this show is about technology. We haven't got into it yet, but we're mainly talking about online stuff like YouTube, how to make it big on YouTube, how to clear a database, like clear the cache, how to do SEO for your website. That's the sort of stuff that's coming from us to you. Is that right?
I thought we were just going to choreograph a TikTok dance myself.
Oh yeah, and definitely the.
And there it is. The token song for the episode.
That wasn't a song. This is a song. Here we go, la la la. Elizabeth Brown, she's a wonderful girl in the whole town. She's the girl you see down the street that time where she worked and ran away. She ran away 'cause you're a scary man. Don't come back to her house, my friend. She's just a timid little girl and she don't need scary man. I'm talking about you, Daryl. Daryl, keep away, you're a freak, you prick. No, there's no Daryl. Sorry, I'm a strange man. Did that go the wrong way?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. But people like a bit of dark humour. Or will they be just like, what the fuck is going on
I
there?
think dark humour is not great.
Overrated.
Dark humour is for people that need some counselling. They've got some really twisted stuff going on and they have to laugh because otherwise they will go into a hole.
You saying that's what I am.
I'm just saying dark humour.
But I use dark humour a bit, don't I?
Not really.
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, like the 3 killed in a car crash.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like, no, I don't get sick or... Like, that was a bit twisted, but, like, that's about as far as I go.
Yeah, I think I was talking about, like, you know how when people in the workplace use dark humour about their clients or something,
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
like, oh, it's dark humour. And it's like, no, you just need to have a good supervision session.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Where you're not looking after your client's needs, or you're not. Yeah,
Oh, I
don't like those things about. I don't like that thing about community services where there's certain people that'll use the clients as something to talk about.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
Mm. It's all right if they're figuring out a plan or whatever, or they're trying to help. But if they just
Yeah, well, that should be bound in a space that's for that forum.
oh yeah, like
not like
processes.
a local pub.
No.
Yeah. Get off our soapboxes.
Yeah, I'm big on confidentiality. Not enough people are.
Yeah.
Especially in a small town like Dubbo.
Yeah, but I think anywhere, like even if you...
Yeah, but the thing is, you can get away with it in Sydney. Like,
Nah.
to say you go... I'm not saying that they should do it.
No.
I'm saying for the person who's going into a place, the chances of the shit that they say getting out into the world when you're not well...
Yeah, I get you.
Has got more chance of getting around and becoming prime information for people who would like to not see the best for you.
Yeah, I do get you. I think what I was about to say was that even in big cities, it's amazing.
It's a need.
It's amazing the degrees of separation there are.
Oh, yeah. That's like when we went to the coast.
Oh,
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. We went, I pulled into a lady into this block of flats, and it's a real narrow driveway where you go up and there's no way out. You got to reverse all the way back. And I thought this is the house I had to go to. Anyway, I was reversing back and I hit a pot plant or one of those little solar panel lights, and the lady come out and sort of a bit concerned about what I'd just done, and it was only a $2 light, it was worth nothing, so. But we got back in the car and drove off, and then we noticed she was on her phone, and it's like, who's she calling to talk about that? And then we went to where the Airbnb that we were staying at, and we got a call from my sister who lives up there that said, "Oh, we know about the accident." And we're like, "What?" And she said, "Oh yeah, that lady who whose thing you hit, they recognised that you were a brown because she's my sister, and they she called me and told me what you did." And I thought, "What the fuck?" And then my and then we found out later on in the piece, the next night when we were at dinner, that the place we were staying at is the Airbnb was it was a place that was my other sister was the cleaner at, because I've got two sisters down at the coast. And it's like small world there, even down here. Like there's 150,000 people living on the coast or whatever the numbers are, and we're in a house my sister cleans, which we didn't know when we organised it, and I bump into a bloody solar light with a lady that does my sister's bookings for cruises. It's like, yeah, what's going on here? It made me very paranoid as a schizophrenic. Like I'm thinking, what? Carry the one? Like what?
It made me very paranoid as a not a schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Oh dear. But I mean, it's not just about, and I know I'm not arguing with you. I know you agree with me on this. Confidentiality is not just about making sure that the information doesn't go out to other people. It's also about just dignity,
Respect and dignity. Yeah, for sure. Yes, very much so.
Because that person is trusting you with
information.
Yeah.
And generally they're there because they're not a strong point in their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that you've actually said at the start of your conversation, this is a confidential space, and then it's not, that's just rubbishing all of it. Like, it's just, you've just taken something so pivotal and so foundational, and you've just built such distrust when that happens.
Yeah. And then that creates a negative... that person's less trusting of the services that are provided to them.
Yeah, it's not just a therapeutic relationship between that person and that person.
Yeah.
It's the whole system. It's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the culture. Like, you get the culture right in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that, you know how a lot of people have smartwatches?
Yeah.
They're just there for phone notifications, aren't they? They're not there for exercise anymore.
Oh, I think they can work out all that stuff, and then you look at it on your phone.
Oh, yeah, like it's still a pedometer. But what I'm saying is, people don't need to know the number of steps these days. They just want to know what's the message from my phone, isn't it?
Oh, anything that it does, I suppose. I'm not sure. Some of them it's the most... Well, for you personally, the most useful thing you get out of it's just checking your messages, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, so you can be focused on what you're doing,
yeah.
especially if you're interacting with someone, but still go, oh, there's a message, have a quick look, and then you're not pulling out your phone and being rude. And
it's still rude, but I only do it when I don't have our daughter, so that if it's either
it's
or
critical.
daycare, then I need to be able to activate. Yeah. But half the time, like 99% of the time, it's just like, oh.
But a glance, most people are getting used to the fact that, a side glance isn't too obnoxious.
Yeah. Although, like, if someone checks the time when you're talking to them,
that's a big...
That's a big...
Yeah.
If you were to check the time when I was just having that conversation, I would just completely backpedal and just be like, oh, that's the end of that conversation. Don't you reckon? Or you don't think it's that strong? I do.
Oh, it depends on the crowd and who you're with and what the
level of trust is.
Level of trust, but also what the situation is.
Yeah, I get you. It's fair. That's fair.
But Yeah, I can see how that's a bit off-putting. It's like saying to the other person, the narrative is that, oh, you want to get out of here.
Yeah, wrap this up.
Yeah, let's end this.
And I'm very conscious of the body language thing, like that your feet point the direction where you want to go.
Yeah.
And so if, like, not always, like that's a
Yeah.
generalisation, but like if you're in a conversation and someone's like got their foot pointed the other direction, it's like they don't want to be here, they're trying to get out.
Yeah. But also with like being a country bloke, if I'm standing around with a man, it can be like sometimes I'll face them, and that can be uncomfortable for them. Like I'll face them, and so they'll go sideways.
Yes.
They're not rejecting the conversation, but then when I realise, all right, I'm being too personal, I'll turn sideways as well. But probably, not the opposite way. I'll turn to the way they're looking. So we'll be looking out this way together. Just so I know that they're in a comfort zone and I'm not stepping on their boundaries, you know.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I've got this vision of a past thing where you've done this dance with someone before where like...
Oh, I do it all the time. I do it all the time. And I just stand there and then I go, they're moving, so I'll move. And I don't know whether they're moving so they can get right in compared to where I'm right, and then I move, then they have to move again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I've got that picture. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like there comes a point where I'm uncomfortable.
Yes.
Because they're moved, and this is not this is not how I'd have a conversation. Mm-hmm. So I have to move into a place where I feel comfortable. Also, I feel like I'm not. But it could be that they what my idea of what that's comfortable for them and me is different. Yeah.
What about when you realise when you're talking to someone one-on-one that you've got the same physical, like...
where you're mirroring them.
You're mirroring them?
Yeah.
Like, it's natural to do that, and you will do that if if that will naturally happen.
I don't pick up on that.
Don't you?
No,
Sometimes...
I don't think I mirror too well.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Well, a lot of the time...
If I do, I don't pick up on it, and if I don't, that's why I don't pick up on it.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time when I realise I've mirrored someone else, like I'll be really comfortably sitting like this, but they've done that for the last 10 minutes and I've just started to do that and I'll go, oh no, we're doing the same thing, and then I'll just... and it won't be as comfortable as that, but... Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
But mirroring is a thing, isn't it? Isn't mirroring a thing because you're actually that comfortable with the person that you're actually... subconsciously picking up on there.
Yeah, it's your body language to say we're gelling, we're cool, and it's about what you're saying, not about we can get past the like I'm all in sort of thing. Yeah.
And I just like it staggers me. Like I know it's old news, but just how much communication is body language.
When I first heard that, I was in TAFE, just out of school. And I heard that, and I didn't believe it. I was saying, that's bullshit. They said it's like, I don't know whether it was 70 or 90%.
80%.
80%,
people say,
And I'm like, nah. Because I didn't have good body language to begin with, because I grew up on a farm all by myself, and I was giving off miscues all the time.
Yeah.
Like that's, like I was very funny because of my miscues were funny.
Yeah.
You know, so people found me funny, so I'd be talking to them and I didn't think about it at the time, but a part of the element of that was I was doing things that were outside the normal. And that was taken as an accentuation of my humour. But, I'm a lot better at it now. But because I spent so much time on my own in the bush, on the farm, and just went to school and didn't socialise too much, I think I was a bit behind. No, I'm not saying I had a huge deficit, but I was behind most people on natural things. But I don't know how much of body language is just learned behaviour and how much is... It'd all be learned behaviour, wouldn't it? Or
I don't know.
I don't know. I assume that it's all learned behaviour, but it could be that it's deeper than that. But I did not believe that because I was just totally unaware of it.
Yeah.
And now I'm really aware of it.
Yeah.
Like, I am too aware of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like right now you're crossing your arms, which is like the no of body language. But
Yeah.
I feel completely comfortable with that because I
Yeah.
know that that's just a comfortable sitting, like that's a comfortable stance.
Yeah, I'm comfortable right now. This is my way of talking and being comfortable.
But there's a lot more going on. Like obviously your other body languages are screaming out that too. Like if you were like what, it'd be different.
Yeah.
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 Can I talk to you about something I learnt today about miscuing?
Miscuing.
Well,
Where did I hear that?
You just talked about miscuing.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah. But with children in development.
Tell me about this.
So, I was learning today about how. Let me get this straight in my head because I've only just learnt it. Children pick up on what their parents are triggered by.
Yeah.
So if a parent is uncomfortable, a child will be uncomfortable with that uncomfortableness. And so they want to kind of make sure everything's okay. And the way they do that is by acclimatizing to the parent's uncomfortableness and triggers. So what will happen is that if a parent is not letting a child go explore, but the child really does in their heart want to explore, but the parent is triggered by something, so they're kind of restricting them and holding them back. The child will actually do a miscue and say that they want to stay with their parent, even though they actually want to explore. It's a very
Yeah, I looked at it the other day and I didn't quite get it. Like, I knew it was important. I could tell straight away that it was important, and probably explains something about how I handled my first child.
Yeah.
But I didn't get the. I don't fully. It's not a clear picture in my head. It's a fuzzy picture. I can understand it's important, but I don't know it well enough that I could apply it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, coming the other way, so just say a child is wanting to be embraced by you.
Yeah.
They're wanting to come to you for comfort, and the parent is triggered in whatever way, so they don't allow that to happen.
Yeah.
Then the child will miscue, even though they're wanting that comfort from their parent. They'll miscue and they will go away.
And they'll go to explore phase rather than
come in phase.
And
they'll look disinterested to their parent.
And that will that flow on to other relationships and in the long run? Like, is that to do with just the parent, or is that a coping mechanism they'll apply to all relationships?
Yes, I think not being too simplistic, but I think that strong parental relationship then echoes in other relationships for them.
Yeah.
Outside of their parental relationship.
And that's why they don't develop that what's it called? You got your 3 comfort levels or whatever they are. You
Attachment.
got attachment styles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Secure attachment.
Yeah, so the secure attachment, which is what you want.
Yeah.
When they say it's 3, they should say there's 1 good one and 2 no good ones. What's the other 2?
So there's, isn't it avoidant and ambivalent?
No, it's not ambivalent because
not ambivalent.
It's like you need that feedback. You know what I mean? Where it's needy. It's neurotic, sort of like
I know what
you
you're
need
saying.
positive reinforcement.
Yeah. Secure, avoidant. No, I can't think right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to read more about that. Did they go into it more than what was in that paperwork?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Did you write good notes?
Yeah.
Were they paraphrased or?
No, they were word for word.
Really?
Yeah, I write quick enough that it is.
Yeah. Liz here can write 1,000 words a minute and can type 2,000 words a minute. Anybody think she had an IQ of 160? And they'd be right. honestly, tell them about your IQ of 160. She can actually make me do stuff without even saying it. She just thinks it and I go, I might get you a drink, Leslie.
Okay, time to wrap this up. Take this home.
Really?
Oh, well, just because our daughter will be awake soon.
Oh, about our daughter?
Yeah.
What about her in bed just before? I said, when you grow up, baby, do you want to be an angel, a pirate, or a princess? And she said, a pirate!
I was not ready for that answer.
No,
because I thought because
so
there was
funny.
2 girly ones.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to go to a girly one.
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
was like, where's the treasure?
Yeah, she kept going on about treasure.
And she even did the...
Brilliant. Yeah.
This.
Oh, she's a good one.
Oh, I love her so much. But...
Yeah, she's wonderful. Who knows how she's going to end up. I just hope she's okay, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And that she's happy. Little duffer.
Yeah.
Treasure! She even did it with R.
Yeah.
She did the R before she said it.
Yeah.
Little duff. What have I got on my list of things? How's this one going? Second best? Third best?
Oh, probably 3rd best. Definitely not 1st best.
Really?
No.
Liz, what sort of beer would suit your image?
Probably Carlton Draft.
Yeah?
No, I don't.
What does it speak? What does it speak? Like, no, that's what you pick, so that's it. You tell me how that
It's
speaks.
strong. You're a horse. You're a bloody gun.
So it's about strength.
You're dragging something behind you. You draft.
Oh, okay.
Carlton Draft.
And what do you think my beer should be? What's my image-wise?
Oh, that's tricky. I don't know. I don't want to... I was trying to be funny, but then it was just...
No. First thoughts. Come on. This is... What's that thing we're doing? The yes thing?
Yeah.
What's that called?
Improvisation.
Improvisation. So you go with your...
Yeah.
Go with your gut. Don't worry. Can't be wrong.
Oh, well, I was just going to say a Corona.
Yeah, all right.
Because, like, it's not supposed to be...
Because I'm a fucking disease. Just say it, Lizzie.
No, because it seemed like a bit of a girly wussy drink. No, this isn't trying to be mean.
No, I know. You're just being mean by not trying to be mean. Yeah, go on. Explain yourself out of this.
And you put in a slice of lemon.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit... And you need to have a bit of... when you're with it. I don't know. I've got nothing. What do you think?
Oh, whatever I think doesn't matter anymore. Oh, jeez, that's
I'm a
hard.
shell of a man now.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I was just trying to be funny and then it went stupid.
So you think I'm a bit of a girly man?
I think you're a sensitive man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't think you're a girly man.
Well, I was like, I used to be a Tooheys New man.
Yeah.
And now I'm more of a VB man. Because,
really?
Not because I'm a hard worker or whatever, hard yakker or whatever it is, but because I'm like not too precious about things.
Right.
Or do you think I'm precious about things?
No, I just thought, what's that got to do with, like, why wouldn't Tooheys and you not be precious?
Oh, it's more of, like, it's less bogan, I think.
Oh, I get you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, do you prefer either taste or?
I would have definitely said new in the past, but I'm happy with either one these days.
Yeah, but what's your preference now?
I don't have a preference now.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, that's good.
Because I've been drinking both, so I'm acclimatised to both of them.
Okay.
So back on this Corona thing, lemon.
I don't know. I was just trying to be wordplay funny.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I know why you said no. I won't say that now.
Yeah, well,
Because
you shouldn't have
sensitive,
said.
Ricky.
You shouldn't have said, "Come on, come out and say it." It's like when someone goes, "Oh, I said too much. I'll pedal back," and they're like, come on, say it." And it's like, no, you stopped yourself for a reason. Do you think that you can, like, because it's okay to wear a scarf in a formal setting, but it's not okay to wear a beanie in a formal setting.
Yeah.
But you can wear a beret in a formal setting. Or like a felt hat in a formal setting. So I'm just wondering, like, because it's really cold these days, what to do.
Well, you can wear a beret if you're a girl or you're from France.
Yeah. Or you're a mime artist.
You're a mime artist or you're a painter
A painter. Yeah.
who's a bit eccentric.
Yeah.
Maybe. You might be able to get away with it then.
Yeah. But if you were a mime artist, what else would you be wearing?
A striped, black and white striped shirt and white paint on your face. I'd imagine.
Yes, you're
gloves?
right.
Is there gloves?
And I've got in my head that they've got some sort of like dot or something.
Oh, have they got a beauty spot?
Yes.
Oh.
And I've also got in my head something about the lips.
Are they red?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know whether I'm right about that. Like whether there's like a.
Yeah. The thing down here. Yeah.
And then also, if you want, now I'm thinking clown, but like, now that's a clown.
Oh, the stripes up here.
Yeah, or is that a clown? Or
It might be both. I think they're similar fields.
Yeah.
I think if you're a bit of a clown, you could certainly become a mime artist. I don't know.
I think a mime artist is more. I'd rather be a mime artist than a clown.
Yeah, but I think in places like France, you can go to clown school.
Yeah.
And part of that's miming.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's like a subject.
I get really concerned when there's clowns on stilts.
Why is that?
I just get worried that they're going to fall over.
What about when you have community events and you got these young kids walking around on stilts? It's like, you're going to do yourself an injury, girl.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Remember when Prince Harry and Meghan came to Dubbo?
Yeah, I do. Remember I made a video about it?
I do.
It was pissing down rain when they talked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we had Thirsty Meg playing.
I was so excited by them coming, and I was really worried about the council cleanup because it was the same time of year when it's council cleanup. And I thought, they're going to see our town with all these
rubbish out the front.
White goods out the front and ironing boards and just rubbish.
Yeah.
Anyway, when the
day I remember you worrying about that.
I was very stressed.
Yeah.
When the day came, then I went from stressed to jealous because the places that their car drove past, those places had their council clean up early. But I was jealous because then they had a round two, like so the houses that the car drove past then had the opportunity to have a second lot of stuff come out because it wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
So I was like envious. Actually, that's a good question. Do you know the difference between envy and jealousy?
Envy's where you want to be something you want, and the other one, jealousy's you want something that they have. Is that right? I'm just guessing.
Yeah, jealousy is to do with relationships.
Okay.
And envy is to do with objects.
Oh, okay.
So
I got it the wrong way around.
I was envious about their rubbish thing, but jealousy would be like, I was jealous of Meghan because she has Harry.
Yeah. If I was a prince, would I be a better prince than Harry?
Yeah.
You think? Or do you think it'd stifle me and I wouldn't be the person that I've grown to be?
Yeah.
I'd never become me. Yeah. I probably wouldn't have so many problems because there'd be more people to solve them around me. Do you think I have a lot of problems?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've also got a lot of
qualities.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you think you've got a lot of problems?
I think I've got problems. I wouldn't say a lot.
Yeah, sorry, that was probably the wrong.
No, I don't mind that you say that. Like, that's fine terminology.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got problems. But they're problems that I deal with and I'll probably never overcome.
Yeah.
But I think I manage them well.
Yeah.
And I think I'm exceedingly happy where my life's at the moment and what I've come from and where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
And just our day to day, and I'm excited for the future too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you excited for the future? What's exciting you about the future?
I'm just. Well, I was on level 55, and then I leveled up a bit, and then I was like, should I be on this level? Am I worthy of this level? And then I just had this breakthrough when I went, I'm worthy of this level. And then by being worthy of that level, I leveled up again. And then I was on a high level. And then I went, I have to learn more about this level. And then I learn about that level. And then by learning about that level, I understood it completely. And then I moved up another level. And then I was like, I'm on a pretty high fucking level. And that's when I got really happy.
Can you go down levels?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. It depends if what happens to you breaks you or makes you stronger.
So it's not what the circumstances that you do or the things that you do or do right or wrong. It's actually the circumstances and how you respond to them can make you go down as well.
Leaving to go up. Going up isn't really based on circumstances. It's based on your ability to confront circumstances.
Yeah.
Mm.
But what I'm saying is, sorry, I probably wasn't clear enough. What I'm saying is that I thought that in my head, my simplistic head, I thought levels were to do with what you did right or wrong, but it's also to do with when you're faced with circumstances, how you.
Yeah, it is right or wrong, but right as in, if your mind space is there, then you will go the right way. But the thing is, you can level, you only level up through that. But I'm confused now. Like, you can level up, but you can only level down by being beaten down by life. And you only level up by learning to be better. And part of being better is doing the right thing.
You can go down on levels more than just by being beaten down in life.
No, unless you have a mental, unless you have a brain injury or something, and that's being beaten down on life. It means you've corrupted your own thinking on that level. Like, your thinking has got you to that level.
Yeah.
And so you either progress in that thinking, or you regress and go down a level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just a concrete example.
Yeah.
If somebody does something,
does something really bad.
Does something really bad, wouldn't they go down a level?
By doing that thing, they proved they weren't on that level, because if they were on that level, they wouldn't have done that thing.
Okay, yeah. So it wasn't the right level for them.
Well, obviously they've regressed, and that's why they took that action.
Okay. I really love trauma-informed practice, but it really is hard.
Why?
There's just a lot to it. I like thinking about how you know how some people are quick to take away people's maladaptive coping strategies, but there's nothing securing them. There's no scaffolding for them to hold on to when they've taken away that maladaptive coping strategy.
Oh yeah, there's a void there.
Yes.
So they go back to it.
will they go to something or even worse?
Oh,
because
worse,
they've
because
taken away the thing that
they haven't implemented something else that's it's more positive
Yeah.
coping strategy that's less maladaptive.
Yeah.
Like, take for instance, rather than me having a beer, I'll go for a walk. That sort of thing.
Well, what I meant from that example was, if somebody was saying to
Oh,
you,
I simplified it, sorry.
if somebody was saying to you, you need to get off the grog,
Yeah.
and that they just said, go cold turkey, but they didn't actually give you any counselling before they gave you that, told you to do that.
Yeah.
Or they didn't say, can you please, every time you want to have an alcoholic drink, instead you're going to XYZ.
You go and have a pretend beer or whatever, like I do.
Yeah. It's just about, people have walls and people have maladaptive coping strategies because at some point
They need them to cope.
Yeah, those things were there to help them.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's maladaptive because it's not beneficial in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What are my maladaptive coping strategies? Yours are eating sugar.
Yeah.
Mine are drinking beer.
Yeah.
Nicotine. Yeah, and
caffeine.
That's caffeine.
Yeah, that's it.
But would I be better off without caffeine? But like, is it doing damage?
Oh, I thought that caffeine isn't great to.
I think it's good for your health, isn't it?
Yeah, but in moderation. Like.
Yeah, it's probably most days I'm pretty good and I have the right amount.
Yeah.
But then when I have too much, it's not good for my mental health and I get paranoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me,
and then that throws out my whole family, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yous are all sort of like, oh, and you're trying to make me better, but I just want to be alone or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's not just sugar though. My maladaptive.
What's your maladaptive?
I turn to negative talk about other people.
Yeah.
That's my big cue.
Yeah. Okay.
And I just need to sleep or something instead.
Yeah.
Or like humour that's a bit off.
Yeah.
Not dark humour, but just bitchy humour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bit narky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picking up on things that don't need to be talked about.
But if that's your problem, like, you've only got a light version of it because you're not really that way inclined.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Oh, okay.
I know people, Liz. You got no idea the depth of how far people go in that regard. Like, how many times do you really neg me and, like, trigger me or make me...
No, but I'm talking about, like...
It's always accidental.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's...
If you ever do.
I don't know. But anyway, I think it's the sugar, caffeine a little bit for me, and negative conversations.
Fair enough.
Swearing. That's usually an indicator that something's not going good.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was an indicator that you're having fun.
Oh, difference. No, I'm serious. There's two different types.
Okay.
And sometimes it's a very thin veil between the two.
Okay.
Don't you reckon? Because I'm having fun, because I need to have fun, because
Okay.
it's an overcompensation
Okay.
of what's really going on underneath.
Yeah.
Do you reckon? I think so.
I don't know. We'd have to sit down and really think about it. I can't.
I think so.
We haven't worked this out properly for me to, like, if we talked about this before, I could sit down and think about it and think about how right you are about it, and then tell you why you're wrong. Sorry, girls, that was a joke. But was it a joke, Ricky, or do you really think you're right? I'm saying there might be some aspects she's not aware of that I might be able to help her with. Just like when I have thoughts that, and I go, Mum, I think this and this. And she said, but yeah, have you thought about this and this? And I go, oh, yeah, I didn't think about this and this. So I framed it in a sort of a patriarchal sort of way, but that was just for humour.
Also, apart from a lot is two separate words by Miss Cassidy in Year 6, I was taught sarcasm is the lowest form of wit from her too.
Was that really sarcastic, what I said just then?
At some point there was sarcasm in that conversation.
Yeah, probably doesn't work, does it? I saw this really sarcastic lady on the internet that people were saying, oh, she's terrible.
But she thought that was her, she was trying to be a comedian.
No, she wasn't being a comedian. She was trying to take a dig at the other side of politics.
But she was a politician.
No, she wasn't a politician. Okay. She was just lady having a go at people who were either woke or something like that. But she come off as just such a terrible person.
There's a lot going on when someone's sarcastic.
Yeah.
Well, it feels like there is, even if there's
there's layers to it.
Yeah.
It's not on the level.
Sarcasm's bitey.
Yeah. But some people, that's their language.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's catchy because if someone does it to you, you have to be pretty strong not to get back into that.
Yeah.
Go, pow! Sarcasm, pow, pow, pow.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.